Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you guys are having yourselves a good day. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Marksman. A lot of people just call me Marksman. I do streaming on Twitch and now on Kick. For Gambit helps a lot. If you guys know me, I spend way too much unhealthy amount of time in Gambit to constantly play it. I've been helping Guardians get Gambit helps for well over a year now at this point, and honestly, Gambit is an all-time low, personally. What they've done to it, I don't know what it is, but it's not looking good. So, sorry if I mute off and on the cough. I'm just kind of getting over something. I don't know why I did get over something. But anyway, um, a lot of people have been doing their state of the game reviews and chats, and I kind of wanted to get my 2 cents in. My 2 cents don't really mean shit compared to a lot of the other big content creators like Fallout Plays, Aztecross, Pure Chill, all these other big name creators who've been doing this for years and years and years and established one hell of fucking awesome communities that they all have. However, I do still want to try and get my 2 cents in for what it's worth, if it's worth anything. So, personally for me, I kind of just hum-hawed through the state of the game. I didn't really have much of an issue with a lot of it. I really could care less, like half of it. The PvP side, eh. There's a new map coming, which is kind of cool. That'll be interesting to check out. There's some new game modes they're bringing in, which is interesting, like Checkmate, Relic. Those sound really kind of cool. I'm looking forward to trying those out. And Vanguard has their own interesting items that they're doing, such as Vanguard medals and stuff that they're bringing in and whatnot. They're pretty cool. However, Gambit is where I'm most concerned right now about. As you guys know, Gambit, hands down, no one gives a damn about. And I can say that with pride. I mean, a lot of people don't prefer Gambit. It is a no-name game mode that was introduced in Forsaken. and and as their first line says, as many of you have noticed, we have been quiet on Gambit since last year's overhaul that launched alongside the Witch Queen. They haven't said anything about Gambit since Witch Queen. Since freaking Witch Queen. We're now like halfway through Beyond Light already. And that was when they last mentioned Gambit. If you actually look at a lot of the older This Week at Bungie or This Week in Destiny, whatever time it would have been, and you literally just look up Gambit, it's very minimal. Sadly, it hasn't done shit. It goes on further. In that revamp, the team made significant changes across 5 categories in Gambit: core activity fundamentals, primeval loot tuning, invasion, ammo economy, and rewards. Unfortunately, these updates didn't move the needle for player engagement. No shit. I rarely run into different people. Although we know our Gambit fans mostly care about new or returning maps, which is not true, a lot of us like the mode to actually be fixed. This is an area of the game with lower engagement that would take resources away from more popular parts of the game to shore up, which is disappointing. It really is disappointing that they're basically saying that it requires too much. While we don't have plans to dedicate more resources to significantly transform Gambit, we do have a few updates planned for the year of the final shape. These include porting the old maps back, as well as adding more enemy types. Kind of cool. I dig that. That is all that I kind of think is cool. Before then, we are making Gambit entirely optional to maximize rewards unless you're looking for a piece of gear that's specific to the mode. Gambit will continue to serve as a source of exotic engrams via weekly challenges, though, as we mentioned above, you'll be able to complete your weekly challenges in any ritual you'd like starting in Season 22. You don't have to even do Gambit. They're basically forcing people to stop using Gambit. We are also reducing the number of Gambit-specific seasonal challenges starting in Season 22. Again, they don't want you to play Gambit. So we don't need to bank moats to be able to earn that big purse of Bright Dust. We're adding Fireteam matchmaking to Gambit next season, which will replace the freelance mode and should result in faster, better matchmaking by combining both playlists. What the fuck, Bungie? We'll keep an eye on reception and player engagement after these additions will take place, and hope you'll visit Old Drifter next season and get your hands on a new Void machine gun. I'll be honest with you guys, from what I'm gathering from just this, they don't want you to play Gambit anymore. They really don't want us to play Gambit anymore. They are pulling us further and further and further away from Gambit. They're getting rid of seasonal challenges. They're making it so you don't have to play Gambit when it tells you to play ritual modes. They're really pushing us away from Gambit. They're getting rid of freelance. I thought fucking freelance was awesome. That's like getting rid of freelance and trials. You can say whatever the hell you guys want about that. But that is the same equivalence of getting rid of freelance and trials. It is a waste of getting rid of that mode. That node or mode, whatever the hell you want to call it, was perfect. A lot of people don't like playing Gambit where you solo queue and you run into a 4-stack. That's what freelance was for. It was so much better to play. They're getting rid of that now. They're slowly, at this point, stripping Gambit down to the point where nobody, and I mean nobody, is playing it at all. And unfortunately, this is just how Bungie's going to go with Gambit. Yes, they're bringing back new maps, or old maps. Woo! Gambit hasn't had a new map since Forsaken. Or the very earliest or latest, Shadowkeep. But that's it. When they introduced Prime, Gambit was insane. People played Gambit or Gambit Prime. It was top tier, constantly being played. Like if Trials was back by then, people were mostly playing Gambit and then Trials, or Trials followed by Gambit before any other mode. However, they've changed so much. They've gotten rid of so much. There's so much that needs to be fixed in Gambit. Anything from the moats that will always forever go through the floor to what else? Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Maybe ads that don't spawn. Or you get lucky and you have that one where it's only the one ad that will spawn, and only that one ad will ever spawn the whole entire game. Primeval just decides to not want to take damage. Invaders invading in game, or myself, it happened a few times. I invade, and 5 seconds into my invade, I get pulled back instead of letting my full 30-second invasion finish, which is also really long, by the way. 30 seconds for an invasion is quite a long time. Xenophage. Xenophage has been an optimal weapon since Shadowkeep. It's still 2 taps to this day. I don't understand why Bungie hasn't decided to balance anything at all in this game mode. I wish Bungie would listen to whatever little Gambit communities are left now at this point. Sadly, I don't think they ever will. I hope you guys can help get this spread out long and far. Bungie, if you're listening, please, for the love of God, do something with Gambit. I'll even help you figure it out. Just please, for the love of God, fix Gambit for once. PvP you've been touching every single fucking week or mentioning. Gambit doesn't get any love. Please, please fix Gambit. That is my request. And on that note, you guys, I appreciate you guys if you watched this whole video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. Consider subscribing. I'm always going to be, if I ever am doing content creation, which I don't do very often on YouTube, as you guys know, I will, though, be trying my best to create it on Kick when I'm available. Gambit helps, whatever kind of things you might need, but mainly Gambit helps over on kick.com/marksman-mi. And I hope you guys consider coming over to get some help there. That being said, have yourselves all a wonderful night. All links will be in the description, by the way. If you want to join my Discord, it'll be down there. If you want to keep an eye on my Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, that'll be down below. Same with my Kick and my Twitch. Up to you if you guys want to go there as well. That being said, though, have yourselves a good night. Please, please, please share this far and wide. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.